So come to your mat. Allow your breathing to start smoothing out. Allow your awareness to come into your practice. Let's be aware of where we are in space. Okay, with the feet hip-width distance apart. Okay, are they even? Is one foot forward of the other? Let's get our mountain pose nice and locked in here. This is a good time with the new moon approaching and the autumn equinox coming. You know, a good time to stay grounded and feel grounded. So standing on all four corners of your feet, maybe rocking a little bit to start to find the corners of the feet, side to side, forward and back. Planting the feet. The toes are making, all five of them are making contact with the mat. Hips over ankles, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, and palms facing forward to start inviting in a nice breath and brightness and allowing the breath to deepen here. So as we take our breath to the next level, palms out, exhale, inhale, float the arms up, shoulders are staying away from the ears here, and then fingertips touch overhead, turn your palms out, and as you exhale, release. Try and stay grounded through this whole movement, and keep your arms nice and long and strong. Inhale up, and as you exhale, release. And find your own movement through this. Feel the spine lengthening as you bring your fingertips up. And feel the spine lengthen as you bring your fingertips down. Even more length. And one more time, whatever pace that is for you. All right, let's just roll the shoulders around a little bit, back and forward to loosen things up. And begin our spinal series. So the feet are still nice and grounded, hip width distance apart, hands to the thighs. Exhale forward, and then draw the arms up and back and forward. So a nice standing cat and cow, and watch what your spine is doing and listen to what it's telling you. Okay, maybe this is far enough right now, it's saying. Maybe go ahead and open up, I'm ready. And the next time the hands are to the thighs, just go ahead and roll up, inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to be moving side to side, so we're going to take the legs wider than hip width distance, turn the toes out, and let the knees and hips start to move. Shake things out. The knees are going over the toes. Inhale and exhale. Good morning. All right, and we're going to take the left palm up, take the right arm by the ear, that shoulder stays away from the ear, bend the knees and tilt to the left. And then make a big circle with the arms, let the knees straighten, tilt to the right as your knees bend again. So it's tilting, making a big circle with the arms. The knees are going naturally, bend and straighten. They don't necessarily have to bend at a certain point or straighten at a certain point. They're just moving. Yeah. Good. Yep. And you can do an energy ball by your belly also, if that feels okay to you. Just getting some energy flowing, getting those hips and knees to move side to side. And the next time you're over to the left, just hang out. And then slowly and consciously come back through center and over to the right. Hang out here for a moment. Feel that side body opening and come back to center. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to do some nice opening twisting. Remember, in this one, the body's going to be loose. And we are going to start tapping, knocking on the door of life. The legs can do the movement with us, okay? We want to get our hands touching the back. And then let your arms start to move away from the body. Start to feel that gentle twisting side to side. And let's do some immunity tapping here with a gentle fist right under the collarbone. And then take your arms out to the side, continue twisting and let them raise as much or as little as they want to this morning. Coming back down to shoulder height and back to immunity tapping. What comes to mind when you think immunity? Like, for me, the first thing is, okay, this is going to help keep me healthy and not sick, but sometimes we need to be arms out and keep going. Immune to maybe other things, right? The slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune. Okay, and let's come back to tapping on the tree of life. And then just come back to center and shake it out. Inhale and exhale. All right. Energy starting to move. Okay, we're going to do a 4-part series of breath. Okay, that's going to further open things up. All right, so we're going to start by bringing the arms long ahead. And as you exhale, bend the elbows, bring the hands to your shoulder blades, or right in front, more by the collarbones. Arms overhead, inhale. Exhale the arms out, so it's forward. In, up, and out. Forward, in, up, and out. And one more time, forward, in, up, and out, and release. Now, since we want to do some extra heart opening because we're losing daylight and the moon is losing light, let's do a little standing camel here. The feet are firmly planted hip-width distance. The knees and hips can be soft here. Bring your hands to your hips with your fingers pointing down. Okay? If that's too much for the front of the shoulders, just bring your hands by your side here, and we're going to gently start to roll the heart up toward the sky, letting the elbows start to come toward each other. Standing camel. Yes, and release. Whew. We're going to do one more. You can either stay with your hands where they are or put your hands at the top of your thighs and let them roll down a little as you lift your heart, coming into standing camel. Try not to throw the head back, but let the head move along with the spine. Oh, and release, shake it out. Okay, let's come to the top of the mat. and start to work our way down here. So hip width distance, top of the mat. Inhale and exhale. Find that mountain pose, right, with the feet grounded, feeling all four corners of the feet. Take a moment to breathe and feel how your energy is moving through right now. And then float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, we fold from the hip creases any amount. What are your hamstrings ready for right now? And then go ahead and bend the knees and the hips, shine the heart forward, and sink down till your hands come to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. And bend one knee and then the other. Remember, at any time your dog could be a table, or you could be doing it at the wall or with your hands on a chair. Roll through those feet, give them a nice little massage. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press two heels down and hold. And we're going to mindfully draw the knees to the earth and sit off to the side, coming into seated mountain pose. Sitting up nice and tall. And bringing the hands into Dhyana Mudra, which will help focus and concentrate. So the left palm face up, right palm rests on the left, and the thumbs touch. And just close your eyes for a moment and actually experience your seated mountain pose. What's happening here? Do you feel your sit bones? Are they equal on the earth? Are your feet actually flexed? What else happens when you come into seated mountain pose? Are you okay to take a few breaths here, or do you have the feeling that you would rather be doing something? And release, shake it out. All right, inhale and exhale here. So we're going to move into core work because we want to be nice and grounded. And we're going to start with some dead bugs. Okay, so let's go ahead and take it down. All right, everybody's done lots of dead bugs. You know you can keep both feet on the mat. Let's go through that routine one time with feet on the mat. Arms are up. Right leg extends, left arm back, and bring it in. Left leg extends, right arm back, and bring it in. Two legs extend, two legs back, and bring it in. All right, so that's keeping the feet on the mat. Let's try right leg to tabletop. Right leg extends, left arm back, and bring it in. Right foot down, left knee up. Left leg extends, right arm back, bring it in, foot down. Two knees up, here it comes. Two legs extend, two arms up, and release. All right, so either with the knee up or the feet down. Okay, well, let's go ahead, since it's us, and you guys have done dead bug lots of times. If you already know you don't want to do it with your legs straight, not even try, then just go back to one of the other versions. Okay, legs straight, and right leg down, left arm back, and up. Left leg down, right arm back, and up. Two legs down, arms back, and up. And release, good, shake it out. Okay, so to start with, you're going to keep either feet on the mat or start with one knee up. We're not going into the leg straight version yet. That'll be an option when we're done. We're going to go 4 times on the right here. So the right knee is up, two arms are up, and extend your right leg, left arm, and come back. Stay mindful here. Right leg, left arm, and come back. This is giving the hip a chance to warm up too. Right leg, left arm, and up. Remember that foot could be down. Right leg, left arm, and up. Now we switch to the left. Left leg, right arm, and up. Left leg, right arm, and up. Left leg, right arm, and up. Left leg, right arm, and up, and release. All right, we're going 4 times double leg, or you can do, again, 2 right, 2 left. Knees to tabletop, 2 arms, 2 legs, and up. 2 arms, 2 legs, or that was your second right, go to the left. 2 and 2, and up. 2 and 2, and up, and release. Bring your hands down by your side. Let your knees gently open and close. Let your spine rock side to side. Check in. We're going to go through that set one more time, 4, 4, and 4. You can do it with straight legs if you want, okay? Arms up. Another way to do it is right leg straight, left foot on the mat. That's a way to do it also, okay? So we're going to take both legs up, both arms up, right leg, left arm, and up. Remember, you could do one of the other versions if that serves you better this morning too. And third one on the right, and fourth one on the right. Let's take a moment, hug in, rock a little, 2 legs, 2 arms, going right back for it, okay? Left leg, right arm, and up, left and right, and up, left and right, and up, left and right, and up, and knees in. Remember to do the version that is best for you every time. Okay, we're going double legs. It could also be 2 right, 2 left. Could be bent knees, could be feet down. Here we go. 2 arms, 2 legs, and take it down. And up, control it, nice. Down, good, and up. If you're switching, go left, down, and up. Very nice. One more, down and up. Woo, and release. Rock around. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's go ahead, bring the feet down, open and close the knees. Inhale and exhale. All right, just to finish up with a little oblique, okay? We're going to do that now, but not really intense. So arms up, palms touch, roll your shoulders and head up, bring both hands to the right, come back down, roll your shoulders and head up, bring both hands to the left, and come back down. Take it right and down and left. Just some nice little work for the obliques here, going side to side. And the next time you go left, you should be even, or you probably will be if you started on the right. Otherwise, go the right and call yourself even. Okay, release, unwind, shake it out. Let's do a few little windshield wipers here, arms long, legs are touching, and we're just gently going side to side, just a little release. Turn your gaze to one side, knees to the other. Good. And come back to center, inhale and exhale. All right, so since we're right in this position, perfect for water wheel, and it's Monday and it's morning, let's go ahead. Okay, the feet are on the mat. Right knee in, point up, flex down. Nice and smooth, make a circle. flex your right foot and reverse the water wheel. Flex out, point up, knee in. And the next time your right knee is in, hold it in, holding the shin or the hamstring, whatever feels better to you. Let that knee come out to the right, the leg actually, out to the right. We're opening and working the side hip here, out to the right, and back to center. Okay, now take your left hand to the outside of your right leg. Extend your left leg if you want, or keep it bent. Your right arm is out by your shoulder, and let that right knee come just past the belly button. We start to feel a stretch right here. And then let the knee come as far over to the left as it's going to go right now, getting a twist and more stretch for that IT band. Gaze towards your right fingertips. Breathe here. And as you unwind, release your right leg, bring the right ankle across the left thigh, and take the left leg in so that you're holding your right shin with both hands, and let those hips move around. The left leg can go back and forth. Make sure your right foot is flexed, please. Right foot, the one on top. Go side to side. Cross at the thighs and hold on anywhere you can catch. Ankles are great, but there are other places too. And release. Back and forth, make little circles. See how everything's feeling. All right, well, let's come back to the figure 4 here and take the left leg straight up. Okay, hands by your side, and we'll wake up the feet and the ankles, point and flex, and circle the ankle one direction and the other. Before you come down, notice if you're feeling anything in terms of how is your left leg staying straight up? What muscles, what assistance are you getting in keeping that left leg straight up? Release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Open and close the knees. All right, let's start water wheel on the left. Bring the left knee in, point up, flex down. Knee in, point up, flex down. Keep going, water wheel. Nice opening for the hip. And the next time the left knee is in, hold it in, flex the foot, and take it out. Point up, knee in. Flex out, point up, knee in. Keep going. And the next time your left knee comes in, hold it in, shin or hamstring or wherever else you want to hold. Okay, right arm out, and let that left leg open to the left and come back to center. Okay, take the time to observe this opening process. What do you feel in your hips? Is your right side trying to come with you when you do that? Or are you staying stable on the mat, which is what we're aiming for as much as possible to get the best hip opening. But observe and adjust as you see fit for you. Okay, come back to center here. Take your right hand outside your left leg, left arm out to the side. That right leg can straighten or stay bent. take the left knee just past the belly button. We like to pause here to get that nice little stretch right there. And then as the left hip lifts, take the left knee farther to the right, take your gaze to the left. And as you come back through center, let your left ankle come across your right thigh, flex your left foot, draw the left leg towards you, and hold on to the shin, and take some movements with that hip. Crossing at the thighs, holding on, and moving some more. How's this hip feeling this morning? How's the release going on this side? And then unwinding, come back to the figure four. Left foot is flexed. Right leg comes up, okay? And point and flex that right ankle. Rotate the right foot one direction, good. And the other. And then just hang out here for a moment. Go back to noticing, how is that right leg staying up? Where's the support coming from? What muscles are you using? If you just let your right leg be at rest, it would probably be coming forward. Okay. Wiggle your foot at me if you feel like your core is participating in this. Yeah. All right. And let's release, unwind, bring 2 feet to the mat, and let the knees gently open and close like butterfly wings. All right, coming to hands and knees here. So we're going to strengthen our arms for the week ahead, coming into knee down plank and push up with the triceps, right? Which means you've rolled your shoulder blades down your spine, your elbow creases are facing forward, and you're going down and up, and then hips toward the heels. So this could be done standing as well. It could also be done intentionally just on your knees. Okay, you could stand with your hands against the wall, or you could really focus and just bring your elbows back. You'll feel those triceps as well. And if you want to keep your hips involved. Oh, I quite like that. All right, here we go. Then next time you go back, find your way to child's pose. Supporting the forehead. So the center of your forehead is the seat of your intuition. When that is grounded and attached to something, then it opens up your intuition for your practice, for the day, for the week ahead. And then find your way up to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale here. Start to notice the backs of your thighs, that hamstring area. As you press your heels toward the mat, we're going to work that more. Go ahead and walk your feet forward towards your hands, taking them a little wider as you go till they're mat width distance. Bring your forearms to your thighs without sinking onto your thighs, just resting, hands to your heart, and draw your fingertips up toward the sky as you Straighten the legs, and as you exhale, find mountain pose and arrange your mountain pose for maximum grounding here with the feet in great connection with the earth. Remember, we found the 4 corners of the feet, but then we also found 5 toes connected to the earth. Okay, the legs are super strong, palms are forward, we're breathing. Inhale and exhale. All right, and let's shake it out. Okay, so we're going to move into sun salutations. Grab your blocks because we're going to work crescent lunge. Becky, you have 2 blocks? I'm sure you do. Okay, all right. The blocks are at the outer top edge of your mat. So just so you know, we're going to be going into crescent lunge with the blocks, hamstring stretch with the blocks. Crescent lunge, hamstring stretch. Okay, so the blocks are at the top outer edge of your mat. Okay, this one's going to be invisible for a while. Feet are hip width distance apart. Inhale and exhale. Okay, and we begin. Float the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive from the hips, hands to the legs. Bring your hands to your thighs, knees bent, hips back, shine your heart forward. Drop your hips, hands to the mat, take your right leg back and come into that lunge, wiggle around. Okay, now you're going to take your blocks to their highest edge. Bring the right knee down, put extra padding or flip up the side of your mat if that's more comfortable for you. Okay, and we have both hands on top of the block at the highest edge and let the hips sink forward. So we're getting a really nice stretch in that front hip flexor. Now turn your blocks to their second edge. Hands are still on top. Raise your left toes and start moving into your hamstrings. Okay, so this right hip is going to come as close as it's ready to the right heel. Move back third, the highest side of your block. Low lunge. Hamstring stretch. Left toes are lifted. Now from here, let's do one more thing. The left toes are lifted. Press them away and flex your foot. Press away and flex your foot. Just notice where things are happening. As you do that, press them away. Good. And then move your blocks off to the side so you can bend your front knee, bring your hands down, tuck your back toes, and come into your plank. Knees up, knees down, plank at the wall, plank on a chair. Inhale and exhale, chaturanga. Elbows back. Shoulder blades are on the spine, elbow creases are forward. Here we are, we're down, okay? And let's just do a nice little cobra here, elbows toward the, shoulders toward the ears. Down your spine, shine your heart forward, lift your hands. Yes, and release. Find your way to downward facing dog. Down dog. Remembering all the options you have for that. And take some nice settling breaths here. Fingers are spread wide. Head, if you're in the traditional down dog, your head is in between your upper arms. Lots of extension. Notice your hamstrings in this down dog. We just worked the left, not so much the right. I'm not saying you have to feel a difference, but do you feel a difference? We are observing, we're not forcing, we're not judging. Take your right leg up, step forward, bring your left knee down, and start arranging yourself. Right knee over ankle, left knee back, padding as desired. Blocks to their third edge. Low crescent lunge here. Low lunge deep into that front hip flexor. And then back into a hamstring stretch with the right toes lifted, left hip heading toward the left heel as much or as little as it wants. Coming back into that low lunge. Hamstring stretch, blocks are on their second edge, right toes are facing up. And now we're going to point and flex, point and flex, point and flex and point. Good. And then go ahead and bend your right knee, bring the right foot to the mat, tuck your left toes, and take a nice big step forward, half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Good. All right, let's put the blocks out of the way. We're going to go into the left side for the sun salutation and just smoothly move through what we just did instead of spending so much time in the hip flex, the front hip flexor and hamstring stretch. We're going to move smoothly through it and just allow the body to really experience that release that we just built up. So we're at the top of the mat here. Inhale and exhale. Think about when we go from sun salutation to moon salutation and we're moving more fluidly, smoothly. Okay, that's what we're doing here. Okay, feet are hip width distance apart. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, fold from the hip flexors. See where your hands go. The word was see, not force your hands to go somewhere, right? Judge yourself, no. See where they go. Hands to the thighs, knees and hips bend, shine your heart forward, drop the hips, hands down, left leg back. We are in a lunge here. We're going to hang out for just a second, enjoying the lunge. And now draw the left knee down. As you come up, draw the arms back and shine your heart forward. Okay, now bring your hands down to the mat and start to straighten your right leg. Okay, it may not straighten that much because we don't have the blocks to help us, but any amount. And lift your right toes. Just see how that feels. And then come forward again into that crescent lunge with the arms back. And one more time into the hamstring stretch. Maybe the toes won't even come up because your hands are still connected to the mat. Feel your body, what it's doing. Go ahead and come back to right knee over right ankle. Tuck your back toes and come into knee up or knee down plank. Yep. And chaturanga down, nice and strong. All right, so we want to lift the hands first this time. Roll the shoulders toward the ears, down the spine. Lift the heart and take the elbows toward the waist. So hands-free cobra, release. And do that one more time. Hands-free cobra. Yes, good. And release. And then from here, find your way to downward facing dog. Okay, remembering you could be at the wall. Okay, if this knee down version of the lunge and hamstring stretch isn't working for you, you can do them standing. Okay, let's go ahead and take the left leg up, step forward, right knee down, arrange yourself, okay? So this would be the standing version of the lunge, okay? Right knee down, arms back, and then with your hands to the mat, I'll show it here first, you're going to come back into hamstring stretch. If standing would be better for you, then hamstring stretch. Okay. Left toes are lifted if you're on your knee. And come forward back into that crescent lunge. And lifting the left toes for the hamstring stretch again. Let's go ahead and tap the toes down and up a couple of times. And then bringing the toes down, lift the back knee and step forward. Half lift, forward fold. Now feel those hamstrings in the forward fold. Whether you're here or your hands are on the mat or your shins, feel your hamstrings. And then float the arms out and up as palms touch and hands come heart center. Whew. And release, shake it out. All right, everybody okay? Feeling that? Does that feel pretty good for the hamstrings and the front hip flexors? Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of moving balance here. We're going to start with the hands to the hips, feet hip width distance apart. Find a spot that isn't moving for your steady gaze. And let's just see where balance is this morning. Raise your right heel, okay? Stay strong and tall on the left leg and start to float the right knee up. Move it around, move the foot around. See how everything's feeling. Yeah, we're just getting the body used to that idea. And then right foot down, steady gaze, left toes up, knee up, and see how balance is feeling on this side. All right, let's bring the hands down, shake everything out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to bring the hands back to the hips. Yeah. Take the gaze forward. Take the right heel up, right knee out. Come into tree and bring the hands heart center. Now I said this was going to be moving balance. Yeah, so from tree, we're going to open and bring it in. Open and bring it in. Go along with your body, right? It's learning to move and balance. Open, bring it in, and release. All right. Ready on the other side? Okay. Left heel up. Left knee out. We want to keep the hips forward. We don't want to draw the knee out so far that it's twisting the hips. Left foot to the left leg somewhere. Hands to the heart. Open, bring it in. Open, bring it in. Open, bring it in. One more. Open, bring it in. Nice. And release. Shake it out. All right. Was that too much fun or what? Yeah, I think it was. Okay, so let's do it one more time. The second time, you might see some change, right? It might be exactly the same. You notice you and you do you. Let's come right into tree, right foot, hands to heart. Open, bring it in. Woo. Open, bring it in. Open, bring it in. Wobbling is learning, right? Open, bring it in, and release. Woo. Shake it out. All right, let's go on the other side. Right into tree. open, bring it in, open, bring it in, open, bring it in, and open, bring it in, and release. All right, if you had one side that's a little more fussy than the other, we're going to take about 30 seconds and do that side again. If not, just go to either side of your choice one more time, okay? All right, your choice. Tree on your fussy side. Open, bring it in. Open, bring it in. Open, bring it in. Open, bring it in. Woo, and release, shake it out. All righty. Okay, so we're going to start to make our way back down to the mat. So get anything you want nearby for, when we're on the mat for final relaxation and for anything else. Okay, I know you guys all have a strap handy, so let's go ahead and have the strap. And then just move around, right? Oh, just feel into all the various parts of you that you've starting to notice and been noticing. And when you're done, come to mountain pose at the top of your mat. Notice your breath. How's it moving? If it's a little choppy because you've been moving so much, let's take a moment here to smooth it out. If it's nice and smooth, just continue to enjoy that. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over your hip creases here. See where the hands go. Bend the knees and the hips nice and deep now and shine your heart forward. Drop the hips, drop the hands, and step back to downward facing dog. Okay, and in the dog, which could be a table, we're going to let the hips go side to side. If your knees are up, go ahead and bring your big toes together also. And let the knees go one direction, hips go the other. If you're down, just wiggle your hips. Or if you're at a wall, you can do either of those. Come back to center and bring your knees down. Sit off to the side and take your legs straight. Okay, we're going to find seated mountain pose. And our Dhyana Mudra, left palm up, right palm rests on top. Thumbs are touching. In this position, if your attention starts to wander, you can press your thumbs together to bring your mind back. And we breathe. And shake it out. Okay, we're going to do a couple of things in forward fold. Remember that we're folding from the hip creases with a long spine. Okay, so arms up, okay, to your comfort level. Spine is long. Inhale. And start to fold forward from the hip creases, keeping the feet strongly flexed. And when you get to your edge, drop your hands to your legs, gaze toward your toes. And then with long arms, come up and release. Now we're going to take the strap and wrap it around the balls of your feet. That keeps the feet flexed. Sit up nice and tall. Okay, your arms are where your hands are holding the strap wherever they need to be so that your shoulders are still over your hips here. Inhale with a long spine. Exhale, fold forward from the hip creases. Now, your hands might decide that they want to walk forward. They might, okay? They might want to stay right where they are. Either one is fine. If you get to your feet, drop the strap and hold on to your feet. Your gaze is still to your toes, or past your toes if you're far enough forward that your toe, looking at your toes would be looking down. And then with a long spine release, bring your hands back. Give your legs a shake for a moment. And now we're just going to put the strap off to the side with the feet flexed one more time into forward fold. And we're just going to notice where we land. We're not going to force it. We're just going to notice arms up, fold from the hip creases, feet are flexed, and fold. Gaze towards your toes or just past them. And then release, arms up, shake things out. All right, let's come on down to the mat here. Releasing everything with the Apanasana series. Extend both legs, both arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale, draw just the right knee in. If your left leg wants to bend when you do that, your left knee wants to bend, go ahead and let it. We've got the right knee in. Now extend the right leg, both arms overhead, left knee in. Extend the left leg, both arms overhead, both knees in. And from here, we're going to move into child's pose. Feet are flexed, like you're going to be putting footprints on the ceiling. And once you have that nice hip release under your belt here, thinking about that, go ahead and rock side to side for the spinal release. Now keep your feet up, bring your knees hip-width distance apart, hands down by your side. And let's point and flex the feet again. And circle the ankles one direction and the other. Bring the feet down to the mat, okay? And we're going to let the knees gently open and close a few times. Take the arms long out by your side here and make a gentle fist, open and wiggle the fingers. Gentle fist, open and wiggle. Keep moving through those hands. Let the fingers really get a nice little exercise here, warming and releasing. Hold your hands open, fingers spread wide. And then make a gentle fist and rotate the wrists one direction and the other. And keeping those arms long out to your side, go ahead and turn the head side to side, feeling into the neck as much as you can. Coming back to center, bring your hands down by your side and check in with your body. See if it needs to move or realign, any final things that the body wants to do before it can rest comfortably in final relaxation. So just play with your body, scan from head to toe, make sure everything's happy. Decide how you want to be for final relaxation. Legs straight, knees bent, Knees touching, something else. Sitting in a chair, it's your final relaxation. You do you. And once you feel settled, just stay in your position. Inhale through the nose. Slowly exhale through the mouth. And one more time. Inhale through the nose. And slowly exhale, releasing all effort, allowing the earth to do all the work of supporting you as you move into final relaxation. Begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Gently bring movement back to the body. Wiggle fingers and toes. And on your next inhale, extend the arms and legs long. Drawing the knees in as you exhale. Find your way over to a side. And back up to a nice easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.